50, who own your masters? Who own your masters? I buy your masters. You better shut up. I will buy your masters.
Slippery soap. Yo, I actually washed the car because I'm supporting my brother. I'm not just buying slippery soap. I'm actually using it myself. So, yo, just stay tuned to see Diddy and Rose wash a car.
Yeah, he's having a good time. He's partying, got bottles. Right? And start the fight is not doing as well. Only just 3 niggas is the picture. You got rich niggas, you got tough niggas, and they easily become collateral.
Brother, Ricky Rose, you a hustler, motherfucker, man. Woo! I know you for a long time for helping me with Ciroc, to just like watching your whole get down. You a hustler, motherfucker.
Looks like Rick Ross might have just played himself in the worst way possible. Word is, he tried to mess with 50 Cent by threatening to buy his masters and allegedly pushing a fake video of 50 at Diddy's wild freak-off party. But here's where it backfires. 50 isn't just brushing it off. He's coming for revenge, and it's looking serious. Sources are saying Ross tried to kick off a whole rumor campaign using a fake, AI-altered party tape that's supposed to show 50 in some sketchy situation with other dudes, all while trying to link him to Diddy. But 50's not stupid. He knows the tape's fake, and now he's going full beast mode. He's not just clapping back. Insiders say he's about to go nuclear with real proof and serious receipts. And here's the kicker. Ross allegedly got a special feature in 50's upcoming Diddy documentary. That's right. This doc is rumored to have unreleased footage, shocking testimonials, and even a real tape that allegedly shows what some rappers, including Ross, had to do to stay close to the top dogs in the game. If even half of this turns out to be real, Ross might be facing the biggest public takedown of his entire career. And guess what? 50's just warming up.
If Rick Ross watching this, let me tell you something. Stop hiring drivers. Drivers always tell on you. I know what happened at LAX with that boy.
So yeah, the beef between 50 and Ross is getting real ugly again. And word on the street says Ross was really out here trying to spread a fake video showing 50 in a compromising situation at some shady industry party. Supposedly, this whole fake tape mess, yeah, it was all part of Ross's twisted revenge play, payback for years of nonstop beef with 50 Cent, especially after that drama involving Big Meech and BMF. These two have been going at it for over a decade, but back in March, Ross really stirred the pot by hopping on social media to mock 50's rumored money issues, and even threatened to snatch up his masters. It looks like Ross got bold and thought he could outsmart 50 at his own game.
Struggling making that G-Unit film studio out there in Louisiana where that cheapest land at. You thought you was gonna be able to do it. You thought you was gonna be able to get them loans, and it ain't. What's wrong? What's taking so long? I know you want to make your mama one of them walking stars thing. Put down there how your mama live. Make her own walking star. Don't leave Louisiana. Don't quit like that, because you showed the picture of how you wanted it to look. We call it renderings. You had the renderings. Then you try to go get them loans, and ain't nobody loan you that money. You ain't even built the G-Unit studio yet. That might be why when I stood next to Meech, your knees buckled. Your knees buckled. Put your back against the wall. Po nigga. You're po hustler. 50, who own your masters? Who own your masters? I buy your masters. You better shut up. I will buy your masters.
That's when the alleged plan to drop a fake party tape came into play. But here's the twist. 50 allegedly caught wind of the move before it hit the internet and shut it down cold. Now 50's flipping the script and going all in. Word is, he's sitting on a real tape. And this one allegedly shows Ross in a completely different light. It reportedly links Ross to his long-standing friendship with Diddy, and what's being hinted at is wild. Insiders close to 50 are saying Ross isn't just getting exposed, he might be getting featured front and center in 50's upcoming Diddy docuseries. If this tape actually exists, and if Ross is really on it, things could explode fast. But let's rewind a bit. Rumors about Ross and Diddy being tight have been floating around for years, and when the recent heat on Diddy started blowing up, 50 didn't hold back. He posted a shady Instagram video throwing Ross's name right into the fire. The video showed ex-Bad Boy artist Mark Curry claiming Diddy used to spike champagne and give out pills to women. 50, then added a clip of Ross's controversial verse where he raps about putting something in a woman's drink, and then 50 posted again, this time sharing a screenshot of Rick Ross's lyrics with a caption that said, "What the F? At some point, you gotta just do the right thing." And just when things couldn't get any worse for Ross, people online started speculating that he used to take part in Diddy's freak-offs. That's when an old video popped back up, showing Ross and Diddy washing cars together and laughing about slippery soap.
Slippery soap. I actually washed the car because I'm supporting my brother. I'm not just buying slippery soap. I'm actually using it myself. So, just stay tuned to see Diddy and Rose wash the car.
But then things took an even crazier turn. A video came out showing a man named Jonathan Ott, a convict, talking during a police interrogation where he claimed he was part of those freak-offs with Diddy and other rappers, even Rick Ross, and that wasn't all. Addy also accused Diddy of being part of a secret group called the Boule, which he said is like the black version of the Illuminati. He even claimed Diddy treated him like an ex-slave before paying him off to keep quiet, along with a bunch of other wild stories. For some background, ADI was actually being questioned about the Trump Doral shooting that happened in May 2018. This didn't even start out as music drama, but it took a wild left turn real quick. The Daily Mail dropped a bomb, revealing that before the whole shooting incident, Jonathan Oddie had worked as an exotic dancer and adult film actor for a site called Dancing Bear. Yeah, that's the one known for those bizarre videos where women get wild with men dressed in giant bear costumes. Now here's where things start getting really strange. Remember in her lawsuit, Cassie said Diddy forced her into those so-called freak-offs with male staff and everyone had to wear masks? Suddenly, people are looking at this Dancing Bear connection sideways. Then there's Jonathan Ty's police interrogation video. Some of what he said sounds straight up unbelievable, but folks are now realizing he made all these shocking claims about Diddy 5 years before Cassie ever took it to court. Here's what Jonathan alleged that's got people talking. First, he claimed Diddy sent Rick Ross to silence him. Then he threw out another bomb saying Diddy, Ross, and DJ Khaled were all hiding a secret, that they're allegedly gay.
And Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross,
Yeah.
and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But Jonathan didn't stop there. He went all in, claiming those freak-offs were really secret rituals. He said they were part of some twisted mind control operations and even suggested they involved real sacrifices.
Do satanic ritual, which is basically CIA mind programming techniques to their own family, kids, etc. They're in the group, and they bond that way, okay? So they do animal of animals, blood sacrifices, and everything in the Bohemian Grove, okay?
Alright.
The Bohemian Grove, the bushes go there.
And it doesn't end there. He brought up Bohemian Grove, the elite retreat that's been linked to secret gatherings of powerful men doing who knows what behind closed doors. Now, people are really starting to connect dots, and the picture that's forming is wild. When asked how he knew all this wild stuff, Jonathan didn't hesitate. He straight up said Diddy told him personally. He even claimed Diddy's part of a secret group called the Boule, which he described as the so-called Black Illuminati. And according to Jonathan, Diddy's power runs deep, with ties to top political figures through his high-powered legal team.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself
Yeah.
these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The
Boule.
The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. Okay.
Ah.
I'm from Africa, so I'm not a racist. I had settlement with Sean, okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land over contract.
Jonathan also said he overheard Diddy's private convos with business partners before and after those infamous freak-off sessions. And he doubled down on his story, saying Diddy treated him like a slave and even accused him of spreading an STD. He claimed they quietly settled the whole thing with a multi-million-dollar lawsuit.
He would tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard lots of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all. All right.
What's blowing people's minds now is that Jonathan made all these wild claims years before Cassie's lawsuit ever saw daylight. And a lot of his details line up exactly with what she said. Even crazier, no one really knows what happened to Jonathan after he was charged in that 2018 case. The news confirmed the charges, but there's been zero follow-up on whether he was sentenced or where he ended up. It's like he vanished. Now let's bring it back to Rick Ross. Lately, he's been loud about everything, taking shots at 50 Cent, weighing in on the Drake and Kendrick beef. But when it comes to his guy Diddy and all this disturbing stuff, Ross has been dead silent, and the streets are buzzing even louder now. More insiders are talking about Ross allegedly having a thing for men. An old interview with comedian Corey Holcomb just resurfaced, where Corey straight up claimed Ross got involved with his male driver.
Now all heterosexual. Don't nobody say that. Nigga, we know what it is. Y'all motherfuckers mad at me. Let me tell you something. If Rick Ross watching this, let me tell you something. Stop hiring drivers. Drivers always tell on you. I know what happened at LAX with that boy.
Oh. And that's my...
Just when you thought this whole mess couldn't get any crazier, Rick Ross's ex, Tia Kemp, jumped into the mix and lit it all the way up. She came out swinging, claiming Ross was actually in one of those infamous Diddy freak-off tapes. Tia didn't hold back at all. She went off saying, "No, Diddy, you scared now?" Huh? I know you on them tapes, Freaky B. I know you is. 10 children having MFR. I ain't gonna let off you. What you quiet for? Nobody want to see your Louis Vuitton outfits and sneakers. B, nobody care about the Jets no more. You running now. Go over there and give Diddy a hug. Go ride the bike with him. You fat B! Whoo, she torched him. And guess what? Ross stayed completely silent. Again. Just like every other time someone brings up his ties to Diddy, he's quiet as a mouse. It's starting to look like Ross really don't want to go near that topic with a 10-foot pole. But here's the thing. Ross might have messed up big time poking at 50 Cent. Because if these online whispers are real, 50 is cooking up the ultimate revenge plan, and it's aimed straight at Ross for everything that's gone down between them over the years. Quick throwback, this feud has been burning since 2008. It all started at the BET Awards when Ross said he didn't like the way 50 looked at him. The crazy part, 50 later said he didn't even know Ross was there. But things really exploded when Ross dropped Mafia Music and came for 50 with some serious shade. Ross really crossed the line when he made a slick jab about the fire at the house where 50 Cent's baby mama, Shaniqua Tompkins, was staying, basically hinting that 50 might have had something to do with it. That set 50 off, and he clapped back hard with a diss track called Officer Ricky. Go ahead, try me. Now, if you're wondering why he called him Officer Ricky, it's because around that time, a photo leaked showing Ross in full uniform as a corrections officer. That was a game changer. And ever since that pic surfaced, 50's been clowning him nonstop. To make things even messier, Ross first tried to say the photo was fake. But once 50 dropped that diss track, there was no more dodging. Ross had to come clean and admit it. Still, he stood his ground and said it didn't kill his street cred. Ross said, "The stuff I talk about is real. The dope is real. The gun talk is official. That's what I witnessed. It's a reality." But let's be real, that diss got to him. Ross even called into Angela Yee's show just to trash the track, clearly pressed. And of course, 50 didn't let that slide. Instead of another song, he hit back with a whole video called Warning Shot, saying he was about to ruin Ross's entire life, just for laughs, and 50 wasn't joking.
I'm deciding to f your life up. Rick Ross, I'm gonna f your life up. For fun.
He launched a wild cartoon series called Officer Ricky, dropping new episodes every Saturday like it was a weekly show. Pure internet chaos.
You lost your shoe deal because of me?
Yes,
It's because you're a cop, Rick. Nobody likes the cops, Rick. It's not my fault.
boss.
But the real pettiness? 50 tracked down Ross's baby mama, Tia Kemp, got her to spill all the dirt about his CO past, then took her on a shopping spree just to be extra disrespectful.
Did you know Rick, while he was working in law enforcement,
He was a correction officer.
So we're clear he was a correctional officer.
Yes, he was.
Ross wasn't just going to sit back and take the heat. He fired back in the pettiest way possible. He dragged 50 Cent's son Marquise into the beef by posting a photoshopped pic of the kid's face on a monkey's body. That move crossed a serious line, and 50 went nuclear right after. In true 50 fashion, he turned things all the way up. He somehow got his hands on a private tape that Ross's other baby mama, Lastonia Leviston, made with her ex. But 50 didn't just leak it, he took it a step further and dubbed over the dude's voice with his own, but that backfired big time. In 2015, a judge hit 50 with a massive $5 million payout to Lastonia for leaking the tape, and later added another $2 million in damages. That stunt cost him millions, but even with all that, Ross still wasn't done. He kept dropping diss tracks and kept the feud alive and loud. Meanwhile, 50 showed just how far he was willing to take things. After Ross suffered 2 seizures in October 2011, 50 said he wasn't exactly wishing death on him, but he sure wasn't sending prayers either. Cold-blooded. By that point, the beef had gotten so intense that people in the industry were trying to calm it down. But let's be real, this war was too deep. And 50 made it very clear how he felt. He said he could never respect a man who started out as a corrections officer and then tried to play the role of a gangster rapper. That's a line he ain't ever crossing.
Is there anything about Ross and his career that you have any respect for?
Oh, no, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I never wanted to work with him. You know, I understand from a perspective of someone who's just listening to what it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rapper.
But does it matter that he's a correctional officer? Does that ever matter? Does it matter? Even when artists, look at the irony of the artists that come under.
So Meek,
right?
Wale,
prison reform, and all of the wrongfully convicted and wrongfully treated people in the prison system.
Even after all the lawsuits, diss tracks, shady interviews, and straight up internet chaos, the war between 50 Cent and Rick Ross still hasn't cooled off. And now, with this Diddy documentary brewing in the background, things might hit a whole new level of explosive. Sources close to 50 are hinting that this upcoming doc isn't just about Diddy, it's a deep dive into the whole industry circle around him. That means anyone with past ties, secrets, or dirt might end up caught in the blast, and Ross is definitely on that list. Insiders are whispering that 50's been stacking receipts for years, just waiting for the right moment to strike. Word is, this doc will expose hidden relationships, behind-the-scenes deals, and wild after-hours behavior that could shake up reputations for good. And let's be real, Ross's name keeps popping up right in the middle of all of it. Now fans are watching every move 50 makes. He's been posting cryptic messages, throwing subtle shots, and playing it cool while setting the stage for something major. Meanwhile, Ross has gone quiet again. No clapbacks, no trolling, nothing. That silence, it's got people thinking he might know what's coming. And if 50 really drops a bomb that ties Ross to some of these darker industry rumors, this could go way beyond rap beef. It could blow the lid off a whole side of the game most people never see. But now let's hear your take on this wild, fake tape drama. Did Rick Ross seriously fumble trying to out petty 50 Cent, thinking he could play the same savage game and actually win? Or was this a move he'll end up regretting for life? And what about that rumored real tape that supposedly links Ross to Diddy in ways no one expected? If 50 really unleashes the truth, could this be the final blow that ends the boss and everything he built? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We need to hear what y'all think about this madness. And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a second of the drama. We've got way more to break down, and you know it only gets crazier from here. See you on the next one.